to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job. He can play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
The thirst is real, everybody. I am Sir Aaron Carter, and you're listening to Sacramento's #1 video game and geek podcast, the Video Game Bang's Weekend Bang. Powered by NRG, brought to you by Oblivion Comics and Coffee. Come for the coffee, stay for the comics. And GG Gamer Subs. Get your bump with GG Gamer Subs, everybody. We have a interesting show for you tonight. NPR will be on. All of it. Every single last episode of NPR. I've never listened to NPR. I don't know what it is.
National Republic of People.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
They could have had a better name.
Yeah, they
really
really swung and a miss.
Yeah. Cory Vincent's on the show.
Hey, what's up, pizzas?
Wow. Hot mic.
Hot mic.
I'm
sorry. I'm just feeling it today, guys. I'm just really happy to be here. I'm glad to see you guys. Thank you for, giving me something to do.
Okay. Ivy Doom Kitty is here with us.
Hey.
Were you ready, Ivy?
I was not ready.
Yeah, I kind of thought you weren't.
That works.
That's why I threw it to you.
That works.
Exactly why I threw it to you. And then also, of course, Steven Gutierrez is with us as well.
Heyo!
Again.
What up, everybody?
You missed your cue, man.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
everybody.
I paused.
Center stage left
Oh,
type of
I
stuff.
paused. and
Anticipation.
then I was like, I was going to do something else.
Okay.
But then I was like, no. They're not ready for that yet.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then just kept it on.
Nice.
And then, of course, the people that make the show happen week in, week out. They are here sitting patiently and waiting. First in line today was Starkiller. The chat, though. Say hello, chat.
Hey, what's up, chat?
What up, chat?
They're already popping off in there. Sergeant Squiggles was joining me earlier when I did a small Resident Evil stream.
Oh, successful stream, I hear.
It was actually quite successful. The only way I knew it was kind of successful because I kept hearing the wrong cues go off.
Oh,
Yeah.
How'd you like my? Okay, so I'm sorry. So what happens is when you stream on Twitch, you can have alerts.
Yes.
And Video Game Bang has very specific alerts that we've had for many, many years.
Yes.
The it's not unusual when we get a new follow. And
Yes.
what's the other ones?
I'm not sure what the money one you had on there.
Oh yeah, we got that. We have some.
Show me what you got.
Some
is
Rick and
whenever
Morty stuff.
somebody's
Yeah, this is stuff you
Yeah.
miss if you just listen on the podcast.
Yes.
You don't get to see it on Twitch, but you can set profiles, and I have mine for when I stream that's pizza themed. And Aaron, I forgot to turn it off. I had bad manners. I left the cupboard open.
Huh.
And,
I kept hearing all of it, and I'm like, "What? I don't know what." I said, "Thank you for whatever you just did," because I don't know what cue that is.
Was it like pepperoni and cheese? And then it's like...
No, there's
sub
one that
or-
says pepperoni. Something about pepperoni
It's
really fast.
It's a System of a Down song called
Give
Chicken
me the
Stew.
bacon.
Chicken stew? Why are they putting pepperoni in chicken stew?
Well, the song's about pizza. It says pepperoni and green peppers, mushrooms, olive chives.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, it's a great song. See,
we
and
all die. a little
You're
bit.
really making me question these tickets.
Really
purchases.
die.
it
a
fits
little
my
bit.
brand.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean,
It was on the same album as Toxicity, right?
did you?
And Ariel's.
You had that when you were streaming yesterday,
I
right?
don't think it was. Fact checkers.
Yes, it was.
Was Chicken
Yes,
Stew
it
on that
was.
one, or was it on Steal This Album? Okay, I'll give it to you.
You were streaming yesterday or something?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why?
All right. It was like, why was it? When did it change? That's
Well,
what
we
I'm
had
saying.
a group stream. I was streaming with the real David Webb.
Oh yeah, I jumped in on for 1 second.
Emma was streaming with us, and
Yeah,
Greg.
I saw that.
Greg.
Game over Greggy.
No, not that Greg.
Oh, okay.
A Greg. He was
A
good.
Greg.
He was a good Greg.
But he wasn't game over Greggy.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Wasn't that good.
Yeah, I jumped in for like 1 second, literally on Emma's right before I was going to play games with Steven and Jerry, and all I heard was, "Well, I'm muting Cory again." And I was like,
I know where you're
I literally was like, "Well, that sounds about the stream." So let me stop. Let me stop there. And then I just kind of went to Smite. So.
It was pretty fun. First of all, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, I
want
bet.
I want to get back to Smite, but yeah, no, we. We
You guys
we
kill
joke
some
around.
megalodons?
We joke around. Yeah, but that wasn't the most interesting thing that happened. I've never had so much tranquility in that game.
What do you mean?
Like we saw a skull fort, which is like the big raid boss. It tracks tons of players and inhibits chaos.
Okay.
We went there. We saw another crew, and they said we're friendly, and we're like, yeah, we've heard that one before. And then they jumped on their little blowhorns and started yelling at us like, guys, we're just trying to get the achievement. We're just trying to get the achievement. Like,
Yeah.
we can get it together. So we send a delegate off of our ship, which was me.
Oh God, the worst delegate.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many did you kill before you jumped off the boat?
Exactly.
0. I had great restraint. And
You died first.
no,
Okay.
I went out there. I risked myself. You have to send the best out to combat.
So then why'd you send Emma?
Well, because she's the craziest. She's not necessarily the best.
That's true. You guys are pretty close. You're like neck and neck for psychos.
Well, yeah, we're terrible.
In Sea of Thieves.
Well, I'll get to that in a second. So we talked to the guys. There's like this whole new system that encourages people to play together. So we looted it. We beat the whole island, and then we're like, oh shit, get the guns ready. We were planning Webb to like jump onto their ship with a powder keg, and we were gonna have a sniper hit it. Like we came up with a plan, and it was so peaceful. They're like, all right, so how you want to split the loot?
Yeah, it's not a toxic community.
It was like high school schoolyard pick'em. We brought all the treasure out, and they picked something, and then we picked something, and then they picked, and then we went our merry way.
Yeah, I mean, when they introduced the Megalodon thing, that's the first time that I noticed that. That was when we had the 3 ships. We had 3 whole ships there just to fight one giant shark. So
it's true.
I was like, yeah, it's not a toxic community. It's not League of Legends.
Well, it was great, and then we went off our ways, but then we started getting chased by a sloop, and I did the old drop off the back of the ship and then grabbed onto the side, and I was like, Webb, he went to the crow's nest, starts looking for me. I'm like, all right, tell me when the coast is clear, and I can jump up there and start
Shoot him,
going
kill
wild.
him.
He gave me the go ahead. I jumped up there, killed him, and I hit the anchor, and then we were sailing off. They were clear, and then I was like, I'm gonna either catch a mermaid or let's just see if I can wait for him to respawn. So I went and found a crevice in his ship.
Wow.
He spawns. He's looking for me. We fight again. I kill him.
So you bullied somebody.
And then I'm like, well, I could still see our ship, so I don't want him to run the risk. So I sat there and spawn camped him 4, 5, 6 times.
He didn't get the idea to scuttle?
No, he didn't. So I got bored of just killing him over and over again. So I raised his anchor in between killing him and then found the nearest rock and just sunk his ship for him. And in the meanwhile, killed him. So I got to have like extreme peace, but I still got to murder like a psychopath. I felt
you
accomplished.
checked both boxes.
Yeah. I liked it.
Good stream.
Good game. Get that damn game, people.
Yeah. It's getting better and better with all the updates and everything that they're putting out there. I haven't played it in a while. I was going to get back on, but there was other things that I wanted to do, so I let other people fight over that little.
What was more important?
We'll talk about games on the show, Ivy. That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
don't get into his personal life. Come on. Ivy, why haven't you played Sea of Thieves yet? It's cross-platform, so if you get it on your Xbox, you could still play with anybody, and you get to be a pirate. You love pirates.
This is true. I do like pirates. Are you guys saying you're going to get me the game?
How? Where did anything I say
That's what I heard.
even imply that, Steven?
The
That's
entitlement.
what I heard.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
just,
It is a hell of a drug.
I don't think it's cocaine. I think it's just
well, I didn't want to say delusional.
yeah, there we go.
Because then that just makes
I'm
it
just
seem
saying
crazy.
that's what I heard.
So, if listeners know this already, but Ivy has a bubble of influence, and
I do not.
yeah, okay, and you know, people, famous people are used to getting treated a special way. I think the reason Ivy likes us
Who's
more.
famous?
Oh, come on, Ivy. You've been on national TV multiple times. People fly you out of the country to sign things for people. That's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. But you know, we don't put you on a pedestal
Hey, you
on this
fly
show.
out of the country too.
If you had a TV show on the Eat Network, it would be Party with Ivy Doom Kitty. That's,
Wow. Is that in relation to what's her name? Tara?
No.
Because I
Jesus.
could have swore that was her show.
I would hope
Party
not.
with Tara.
That was the first thing that popped in my head. That's why I used it. But that's not.
I'm
that's
not a
in
party
correlation.
person. I think we all know this.
Oh no, it wouldn't be like you going to actual parties. It would be like your day, the day in life. Of
If they
Ivy.
made a show like that about Ivy, they'd have to put it on Animal Planet because all she does is stay home
Jesus.
Sheesh.
with all 9. Wait, how many cats? 12 cats?
You get there we go. Okay, so you're adding to that. Good job.
Sheesh. That's terrible. That is terrible.
That's why Ivy loves us, though. We don't put her on the pedestal. She's just one of the guys.
I am one of the
One
guys.
of the
I have honorary balls.
That's disgusting.
Animal
It's
balls
true,
don't
though.
count.
You just
hang
lost
from
a
my
lot of the.
That's
Just lost a lot of your
They're fuzzy
followers.
nuts that hang from my rearview mirror.
That's the equivalent to that lady who said she was single and was married.
Fuzzy stuffed nuts.
Go back and listen to last week's episode, by the way. We should plug the last one because it was a doozy. We had Cody Reese from Vast Agency, who's a marketing genius.
Like he's very good at what he does. You know, he's successful and everything like that. Not gonna lie, when I heard his name, sounds like a D-list wrestler.
Cody Reese.
Like one of the ones that just comes out and gets beat by one of the bigger names. He's like cannon fodder. Like Triple H comes out with this like large, spectacular opening, and then Cal comes to the stage, Cody Reese, and they play just regular stuff, and he runs down there, towel still on his shoulder.
Doesn't even get an opening. He's just in the ring.
Yeah, he's already in the ring. So whenever they say his name, he turns to everybody and just woo. I'm here.
He had if this was the WWE games from the 64, his default's like to 1.
Yeah,
all of his taunts,
everything, just default character 1. That's exactly. Like you got the Cody Reese taunts, don't you?
Oh, it's terrible.
But good guy. Go check out that episode. You can learn a lot from him.
If you're interested in esports marketing or social media, I know a lot of people are trying to break into the industry. This guy kicked the doors down and then built his own company, which is incredible. He did it in a very short amount of time.
He broke the walls down.
He found an empty space.
Hey!
Is that what he did?
Y2J.
That's reserved for Jericho, not the Cody Reese's of the WWE.
We like to give him hope.
Yeah.
And
There's only one that's ever dug his way out of that.
And then we talked about Twitch streamer, some good stuff. Oh man, some good Emma stuff. So go listen to that episode.
It's interesting stuff. I was going to do another kind of debatable thing here, but I wanted to flesh it out a little bit more. But until then, let's do some banging around the web.
Banging around the web.
If you're already sick,
that was an upgrade.
If you're already
No.
sick, I don't know.
No.
Ivy just never
No.
says anything either.
I mean, that was
No.
part of the upgrade. I've heard her sing.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Jeez.
If you're sick and tired of Battle Royale games, get over it because there's a game called Mavericks that's promising 1,000 players in the Battle Royale.
Oh, God.
Can't wait for that lag fest.
If you know what, that was Jerry's first thing because there's supposed to be cities in the game. And he was like, it's just going to be Lag City the whole time.
Chuck, like, hold on, man. I'll be there in a second. I'm loading.
Well, they're breaking it up into groups, so it's not
Loading.
like you're going to just be all 1,000 on their own. You know, everybody's going to be split up into kind of like, what is it, like
pools?
Yeah, little pools of people and stuff like that.
Like that game Mag? It was like similar?
Yeah, like Mag. Yeah. Think about that one.
They didn't do so good.
The match, but see, that was 100 people. We got 100. We got that technology down easy now.
You know what? This is my theory on this. It's too much.
It's too much.
I think this is someone saying like 100. You know, if people love 100, let's do 1,000.
But here's some things.
Add another zero.
That was the pitch meeting. It was a blank thing that said 100, and then he drew an extra zero and said, and he dropped his pen,
dropped it, and then walked out of the room,
and everyone just started clapping and crying. And now we have this game.
So you got PUBG, regular old drop out of a plane, collect items, kill people, right?
Yes.
Then you got Fortnite, drop out of a bus, collect items, build, structures, kill people.
Yeah.
So this one has got your basic drop out of whatever, I guess. But this time it's going to be a 10 by 10 kilometer map, which apparently is bigger than all the other ones.
Well,
it has to be.
I hope so.
Yeah, it has to be. Also, it's going to have destructible buildings, similar to Rainbow Six.
Okay, Battlefield.
You're also going to be able to track people by seeing their footprints, blood trails, empty med kits, weapon cases laying around different places. Like a lot of things that indicate somebody has just been here. There's a day and night cycle. There's also MMO aspects to it because there's a central hub city where you can upgrade and customize your characters and stuff like that.
Oh my God, how long is around?
Probably 2 years.
Is there like seamless?
And then if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Is there what?
Is there seamless like ground to space battling?
No, there's not.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because this sounds like No Man's Sky. There's too much hype.
There will also be
too
banks,
many things.
shops, auction houses,
Permadeath?
NPCs that give you other quests outside of the whole everybody versus everybody thing.
No, get out.
This is dumb.
Get out of here.
It's I don't know, man.
This is Cookie Crisp dumb.
First of all, Cookie Crisp is delicious.
I think
Yeah,
it's
don't
excessive.
knock Cookie Crisp.
It's cookies in cereal.
Yeah,
It's too much.
I'm thinking
awesome.
They thought we have to be different enough, first of all, because we can't go with what the other guys have done or they'll sue the crap out of us. So let's up it and let's add MMO aspects to it. Now I do think it's a little too ambitious for what they're trying to do. Like,
No.
yeah, I don't see anybody spending that long in a match to where they make it to a city and then they could,
Unwind,
barter with people,
take a nap. And,
I found these Coca-Colas out there. Can I get some bullets? Like, no, they're not doing all that. And I was like, it just rose a lot of questions when I was reading this. I'm like, are there going to be safe zones where nobody can shoot? Like, because when are you going to sit and be able to take these NPC quests and stuff like that?
That's horrible.
Have you given any of these battle royale games a chance, Ivy?
No.
Will you?
Will you, or what do you know about them then? Like, are there's like Fortnite and there's PUBG.
Oh, I did download Fortnite. I just haven't played it, and Sheldon's on my ass about actually playing it, and I haven't done it yet. I need to play it. I am interested. I've heard awesome things about the game. I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm always busy.
I've kind of come to this conclusion.
I do have it
with Jerry, and I think you're going to get the same thing, Ivy, once you start to play it once or twice.
I did hear though that the community is toxic. Is that true?
I mean, you can mute them. Yeah, you can blank out the community in this type of game. Like, you don't need to communicate with.
You take their power away, just unplug their voice
and shoot them in the face.
That's all you have to do.
With virtual guns.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Virtual guns.
Or real ones if you're feeling crazy. Then
I think I'm kind of
Video Game Bang and Ivy Doom Kitty do not endorse that concept.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely do not. I kind of feel like the more refined players of video games, that is, are kind of over this of the battle royale.
Yeah, but since when have they dictated the?
I'm not saying they do.
All right, yeah,
it's always the younger crowd that does, definitely. But I think the older we've played a lot more games, type of thing. I think they've moved on. I think they've migrated on past this one.
I don't think it's quite there yet. Only because. So thinking about this, it takes me back to the Call of Duty syndrome. Like, the media and you and I have been, and all of us have been sick of Call of Duty for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yet it doesn't slow down, and they're still always the most popular games.
But it's the youngest kids.
Yeah, exactly. So
well, that's what I'm saying. They're still going to keep going and keep wanting more and more and more. But because I was just telling, there's the soccer players are doing taunts from Fortnite and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when I told him the age of those soccer players, they're all younger. They're 20, 21, stuff like that. They're kids, and he was like, oh yeah, they're all just kids. They're not the older ones that have been playing this for this long and are looking for the next new thing type of thing. You got Ninja, who's experimenting with other games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I could have swore. Don't quote me. I thought he said he was kind of tired of Fortnite. He doesn't feel like playing it all the time.
Oh, he's not tired of that money.
No, of course he's not going to be tired of the money.
I would highly doubt he would go out and make a full statement saying he's tired of it. But I mean, he's got to be.
It's got to be. So, I don't know. I think if Maverick promises or does what it promises, I don't know where more you can get. They even announced vehicles. That's the weird thing that's strange to me, is why they didn't put vehicles in it.
Everybody's running around.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna be tired by the time you didn't find anybody. But all of that I just announced in Mavericks is also going to be in a persistent open world. So it's going to keep living once you log off as well, apparently.
God,
you win, you just own the server.
Yeah, and that's it.
Now you can do the side quests.
It's like the end of that movie, The One, with Jet Li, where he's on top of the pyramid. He's like, "You all in with me," and just shooting everybody down,
just fighting everybody off the pyramid.
God, thanks for ruining the movie.
Yeah, spoiler.
I'm sorry that the movie came out in 98
years.
Yeah, jeez.
Have you seen what Jet Li looks like nowadays?
Yeah,
probably an old man.
He looks like an old monk.
Yeah, he does.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's got a condition, not life threatening.
Called time, and it passes.
Yeah, but he kind of,
he looks,
not to be insulting. He
not
aged like a grape in the sun. It really.
Well,
took it out of him.
Google it, people.
Yeah,
There's a reason.
But live well, Mr. Lee. Live well. Sonic the Hedgehog movie's coming out, everybody. It's going to be a mixture of CG and live action.
Oh God, because those are always great.
It's going to have the director.
what?
Have you seen this?
Yeah,
one?
Sonic
The
Hedgehog.
movie?
The movie, yeah.
Hilarious.
I was going Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Here's the thing, Ivy.
Also hilarious.
Here's the thing, Ivy. If Mario can have a live action movie, why can't Sonic?
Okay, you know what? Oh, hold up. I may be in the few that actually like the Super Mario movie.
Yeah, you are. Continue.
I'm with you.
I know it was terrible.
I'm with you on
but
that one.
it's a guilty pleasure.
It's not even a guilty pleasure. You should be ashamed of it.
No,
I'm not ashamed of it.
There's no Mario.
I have it on
you
DVD.
know, there's no Mario Pride
I have it
Month
on DVD.
because you should
I
just be ashamed
am
of
not
it.
ashamed of it. Whatever.
John Leguizamo.
liked it.
Yeah, John
Underrated.
Leguizamo doesn't even like that movie.
Underrated.
Dr. Dart said it just sucked.
John Leguizamo, it strikes me as a guy
I'm
who'd
in
be
the
ashamed
minority, and it's okay.
of his past.
Special cases that a Brit and a Puerto Rican play to Italian.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jean-Claude Van Damme can play an American.
Yeah,
Guile,
he played
then-
Guile. And did not even change his accent.
Nope.
Didn't change his accent.
Hey, wait a
one
minute.
bit.
Wait a minute. You could live in America and have a European accent.
Not as Guile, the
The
U.S. soldier,
all-American-
all-American U.S. soldier.
I mean, you don't know where his parents.
I
grew
love
up.
America.
I know where he grew up in America. So anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog movie villain could
Okay,
be.
so you were saying Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog main villain in the movie could be portrayed by Mr. Jim Carrey, the man of a million faces and voices.
Yeah.
Hollywood Reporter has said that they are in final negotiations with Mr. Carrey joining this live-action CGI as playing Mr. Dr. Robotnik. And that's his name. I don't care what anybody says. It's not Eggman.
Robotnik.
It's Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, that's his actual name.
I don't like when people call him
I
Eggman.
think John Lennon was the Eggman.
Okay.
Sorry, that was one for the Beatles fans.
Oh, all right.
Well, he cracked.
The report references Carrey's 1994 The Mask as an example of his comedy combined with CG efforts, and maybe that gives him some cred to pull this role off.
Well, he's never ruined an established character, so.
Oh, hasn't he?
Yeah, never. Not once.
What established characters has he done besides Man on the Moon?
The Riddler.
First of all, he crushed that role.
Yeah, he actually
That's what I
did.
said.
He did do
crushed-
that
That's
one
what I
good.
said. He's done
That
them all
role.
good. The Grinch.
Also
Yeah,
crushed
also
that role.
crushed it too.
Also
That's it.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Jim
Yeah,
Carrey
he's
is
great.
He's perfect. Batting a
Great.
thousand.
I just think he needs to if he's gonna play it live action and his character is not CGI'd or anything, he needs to get fat.
And don't tempt him because he will.
I know.
He'll do it.
Yeah, I know he will, and I want
Well,
him
it
to.
depends on which incarnation of the Riddler we're talking about. If you're talking 1960s, sorry, it took me a minute.
We're talking about him playing Dr. Robotnik in
No,
Sonic.
I know that.
Oh, but
But
okay.
it's 1960s. I guess 1960s was what he based it off of.
I mean, either or.
An animated series, but okay.
Let's be honest. Uma Thurman ruined that movie.
Like it. She wasn't
That
in there.
entire movie was crap. Don't even.
That wasn't
the
her?
whole
Uma
thing,
Thurman wasn't in
everything
that.
about that movie was terrible. 3
Who-
and
oh,
4
you're right. It's Tommy
did
Lee
not
Jones.
happen. Joel
Wait.
Schumacher's 2 films.
Yeah,
are
you're
crap.
thinking Arnold.
Yeah, you're thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
that
guy.
was
Before.
awful as
Freeze,
well.
Mr. Freeze. That's right.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Chill out.
I was the
Best
one that really
one-liners.
appreciated his puns and
Yeah.
and all of
That's
that.
the best part of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was the hero.
Both were terrible. Tim Burton's were
Think about it.
far superior
he
films
was.
than
He
the
was the
Schumacher
hero.
ones.
He saved Alfred.
He did say
Okay, that was the only good thing in the movie. Michael Goh as Alfred that continuously in all 4 of those films was the only reason why I would watch 3 and 4. He was amazing.
Well, who knows? We'll see if he gets the role, if he
Also,
lands
he
it.
looked like my grandpa.
If he doesn't land it, then I say get Michael Chiklis in it.
I mean, let's be honest. Jack Black.
No, not as robot. He's too one-dimensional.
He can do like little cartwheel kicks and all sorts of
Yeah,
crazy
it'd be
stuff.
awesome.
He's
yeah, that
agile.
would be horrible.
And they don't have to do
No.
CGI on him.
Do you honestly think this movie's gonna be like?
Oscar winning?
Yeah.
No.
So,
I
I mean,
definitely
Special
Special
don't.
cases, Special Cases wants to know if Jaleel White's doing the voice of.
That's what I freaking told my boy Jerry. I was like, Jaleel White better reprise his role as Sonic, and there better be chili dogs. But it was too deep of a reference. Nobody watched Sonic back then.
I did.
Did you?
I'm with you. Yeah.
So there was 2 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons that came out.
The chili dog one is the one I was in.
Okay, so there was the chili dog one, right?
Yeah.
And then there was one where Dr. Robotnik looked like really evil and menacing, like he was serious about destroying Sonic. And that one got canceled. And then they just pushed the Jaleel White one, like big time.
They were both him, though, wasn't it? Like,
I don't know if he
White,
played both of them.
The one I watched, Robotnik, like had a bright red nose. His head was kind of like cone head shaped, and he had a giant mustache, and he was like looked like he was wearing spandex pants.
Did they have like he had like a little
super fat with really thin legs?
Yeah,
he had the
Robotnik.
He had the little goons too.
Yeah,
See, on the other one that I saw where Robotnik was really serious, he had no goons. And I think it was like, I want to say he was in the future, and like Sonic had arrived there, and like everything was just jacked up, like the world was really messed up, and it was up to Sonic to kind of save it. Like one of his companions, Sonic's companions, had like a robot arm. Because I can't remember it, but I just remember Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, no, I know the goofy looking one. Yeah. If anybody can find that serious looking one where he was like evil as all hell, I was like, that's the one that I want to see come back. He would have just shot Sonic in the forehead and called it a day.
Damn.
So you're not faster than a bullet, are you? You rodent.
My chili dog. Yeah.
I don't think I saw that as a kid.
I did. I remember the dark times.
Seem to be scarred.
I did see the Super Mario Brothers TV show.
I watched that too as a kid. That one actually freaked me out. That may be it.
Yeah. It was bad. It was so bad.
There was an episode
like,
where
M. Bison.
Probably could be playing with the same person. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog people support it when it comes out.
I'm about it.
Pokemon Quest is now available on iOS. If you haven't picked that one up, it's definitely time not to, because it just looks like the reason why they took down Minecraft's mod of Pokemon.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
It is irritating. So the game is one of those free-to-play type of games where it's like, oh, you ran out of energy, so you want to pay to get some energy to play this game some more? Type of thing.
So you catch Pokemon, but it's like kind of like more of a Farmville type thing.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I haven't seen anything on it, to be honest.
There's only one Pokemon game I'm playing these days.
And that is
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, boy.
I was halfway thinking you were going to say Silver.
Yeah, I thought you were going to make a good choice.
Wow.
But,
wow. So here's the thing, you two, both of you. It's 5,000 degrees outside.
It is extremely hot.
And you two decide to go play an outdoor game in the sweltering heat for some reason. The Pokemon weren't even out there.
Lazy ass, as in driving from Pokestop to Pokestop.
Which again, the video game bang does not condone driving and playing Pokemon Go at the same time.
Neither does the game.
No, not like that, not like that.
So then, what were you doing? If you weren't moving, where were you catching?
I would drive and then park in a spot that had like 4 stops and just kind of hang out there.
You're the laziest.
With your car on?
Of course it was on. It was hot.
Blast that AC.
You're gonna
She's gonna kill you. You're gonna get stranded out there.
It's gonna damage the ozone with your methane gases.
I mean, when game is life.
No, it was hot. It was like
you can't game when you're dead. Thank you.
That's that noise.
Thank you. Sir.
Yeah,
go to that great arcade in the sky and prove you wrong.
Hashtag global warming.
Kangaballs.
Yeah, but this game, I don't know. I mean, if you're looking for something a little different outside of the regular Pokemon Go, then I guess you can pick this one up for free.
They incorporated friends now, as we've talked about. There's trading.
Yeah, but that's
incorporated
stupid.
Now.
The friends and the friend codes, are dumb. You
really?
just sat.
Because Cory and I just
now we're friends.
Yeah, Ivy. He just rattled off 7,000 numbers to you when he could have just typed in a name.
There's rumors it's going to connect to Facebook.
It's 12
soon,
numbers,
and you'll be able to use that way.
Why would you want to
have your
Hey,
account
Ross,
through
you
Facebook?
play, dude.
Though?
Send me your code.
To get your friends.
I need codes.
Yeah, I guess if you guys want to switch friends in the chat room, you can put your codes in there.
Email
It's so much fun.
Through the Nintendo link.
We did raids
today.
today. We And we, as in my sister, my mom, who's now hooked on playing Pokemon Go.
You had your mother out in that 1,000-degree weather?
They were in a car though. With air
We were in a
conditioning.
car. It's okay.
That's a
Ooh,
police
and
call
I'm playing
offense
right
right
now
there.
while we're podcasting as well.
Brock brought up a TV show that came on back in the day that I watched as a kid, that Captain N and Game Master. But you guys don't remember that one, do you?
That one.
That was when Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo was big, right?
Yeah.
This is when Nintendo was so big they had TV shows on the regular. So Captain N was a little boy who I think, and I'd have to look it up, but I could have sworn in the beginning he falls into his washer machine.
Okay. I follow.
All right.
So he falls into his washing machine and finds video game characters that have come to life, basically.
What are they doing in the washing machine?
They're in Nintendo World.
What is Nintendo World in
It's
doing
a
in the
washing machine, a
machine?
It's
Whirlpool?
Narnia.
It's Narnia, yes.
Yeah.
What's Narnia doing in a washing machine?
It was first appeared apparently in Nintendo Power magazine, which is interesting. But what was cool about it was the main character guy. He had he had the power gun.
Give him the power glove.
He was shooting people all the time. He also had a Nintendo controller for a belt. And I remember as a kid watching it, like, what does that thing do? Like, why does he have the controller as a belt? But what you could do with it is if you pressed left, you like speed real fast to the left. Or if you pressed right, you do it the opposite way. If you pressed up, you jump really high. Never figured out what you did when you pressed down. Never figured that out. Show got canceled before.
It killed all those enemies. And
But he
ejected them out of the
fought
game?
alongside Mega Man, Kid Icarus, and Simon Belmont from the Castlevania series.
They need to put him in Smash Ultimate.
He literally, if you look at the character, he would fit perfectly in Smash Ultimate.
I'm kind of just nervous to Google Captain N. It's 2018.
Apparently went for 3 seasons. Yeah. His name was Kevin Keane. Yeah.
I wonder, like, if back then, you know how, like, we get kind of upset when they are doing too much with our characters and our franchises. If there were, like, 80s gamers who were like, oh, fucking cartoon ruining Mario.
Probably.
Getting all salty.
Friggin' probably. Thanks, everybody, for the follows, too. I'm sorry I've been missing a couple of those. Yeah, he had a whole bunch of... They had a whole... Like, Nintendo had cameos from almost all their games in this freaking TV show. They had Legend of Zelda. They had Ice Climbers.
Please tell me that's not Mega Man.
They had Punch. That is Mega Man.
That is not Mega Man.
That is Mega Man.
That's not.
That is not Mega Man.
Yes. Now, mind you, this is the American version of what they think Japanese games look like back then. So if you guys ever Google
Because
it.
if that's Mega Man, then that's
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Belmont right
That
there.
is Simon Belmont
That's
on the team.
Simon
with a whip.
Belafonte.
Yes.
That's who that is.
We need to start like one of those movements to try and get this guy in Smash.
I think he needs to be in it
If they put We Fit Trainer, we deserve Captain N.
because he would
Oh
he
my
has a
God.
move set. I mean, he has a full blown move set.
Yeah.
Have you Googled it yet, though?
Yes, Google it.
Yeah, I did.
Google it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he left his.
I don't know that I want to Google this.
I did it in a private tab.
I implore our viewers at home and our listeners at home
definitely need
to at least watch the first 60 episodes of this.
God.
No.
Is that supposed to be Donkey Kong? That's terrible.
Yes, Donkey Kong I think was a villain in that.
Why is he? He's literally wearing like a Venture's
I've seen that.
or an Explorer's
I've seen
outfit.
that.
It's horrible.
Yes. Yeah, Captain N, thank you for that walk on memory lane there, Brock.
He's wearing Nigel Thornberry's clothes.
J. Rom said, I thought Captain N was like a senior in high school. I think he was.
He was. He's like wearing the
think
Letterman jacket.
I think he was a
He's,
senior in high school. So literally by season 3, he was a grown adult that was just running around a bunch of video games.
Come on, Mega Man.
Tripping balls. That's probably what he was.
That's probably what it was. He didn't fall down in the washing machine. His cocaine exploded in his nostrils. And, he just whisked
I think
away.
I'm going to take a hard pass on that.
Telling you guys are missing good
I'm
stuff.
good. I'm
You're
good.
missing
I'm
good
good.
stuff.
His parents are all concerned. Why does Nick just keep going to the washing machine?
Washing room.
He's sticking his head in the washing
I
machine.
told you, Mom, don't bother me when I'm washing my clothes.
So
You got Tide all over your nose, Billy.
The original Tide Pod challenge.
Special Cases says, what's the N stand for? It stands for Nintendo, clearly. Stands for Nintendo.
Oh, man.
Other things in the news, moving right along. Let's go on to some Spider-Man news. Our very own Jared Leto, everybody, has got the lead role for a Spider-Man spinoff called Morbius. You remember that on the Fox 40 kids? Remember Morbius?
Yeah, I actually liked his storyline, but I don't want to see him without like Blade.
What do you mean? You want to see him without Blade?
I want to see Blade.
You want to see him and Blade team up again and fight vampires?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Thanos wiped out half the universe, so
I give it to
So we're stuck with
so you're
Jared
stuck
Leto.
with just Jared Leto and Morbius.
I'm a vampire.
He is getting a lot of roles as of lately, Mr. Leto, because of course he got that role as the Joker on the next Suicide Squad movie and his own single Joker movie that's going to be coming out.
I heard about that.
So why
You
is Marvel...
guys saw Blade Runner, right?
The old
original
one or
one?
the new one?
The overrated
Hopefully
original one?
both. Hopefully both. But
I saw.
you guys saw him in the new one, right?
Yeah,
as well, right?
I fell asleep to the original one, and then
So did I.
fell asleep to the new one. Go.
Oh, that's terrible. They were both great.
They were good sleeps. Both great sleeps. Yeah.
Well,
Really,
Jared Leto
really
was
amazing
really
naps.
good in the new one.
So I don't take anything
I'm
away
actually glad he's
from.
getting more roles.
I don't take anything away from Leto, Ivy. I think he's a.
He also has a fantastic singing voice.
Uh,
I really like 30 Seconds to Mars. A lot.
50 seconds
Like,
to
I might be
to Pluto
biased.
is all right.
Just
all right?
a little bit.
But I don't think we're talking about his acting here. He's
He
playing.
was great too.
Cory came up and said Jim Carrey has never done this service to established characters. Can we say the same thing for Jared Leto?
No.
I
Wait.
didn't care for Joker.
Yeah, Joker sucked.
No,
what
Joker
else did he
was
do
terrible.
though?
He also played
He's in a lot of
an actor in
Like-
Hollywood.
He's in a lot of I don't want to say indie movies because I think they're a little bit higher than indie movies, but they're not like mainstream.
Was Leto in Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah.
Was he in Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah, he was the guy that addicted to drugs. Well, I guess
They were all addicted to drugs. in the
No, because one of
movies.
Sensing a
his
pattern.
mom was addicted to television,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a.
but he was the one that lost his arm at the end.
His mother was addicted to television.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like
She watched
she watched it
about 20 hours a week
and
of
then it was
television.
so much that at the end of the movie she's getting electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
Like, because
that
she's like-
movie was pretty messed
Dang.
up. That movie
Yeah,
was
it,
dark.
it fucked her head up.
That
She just
movie
watches
goes
too
places.
much. It's just
Yeah,
not
it was
healthy.
just like it's bad.
All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even watch the game or the Sugar Ray fight.
Let
That was for the.
let that die.
That
right
was
there.
that was for the
Let that die right there.
the fans of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
I'm not sure if he's going to kill the role, if he's going to just kill the role. But I don't know. We have to find out. I'm just kind of tired of these two universes that Sony and Marvel are doing here with the Spider-Man. You got Venom on his own out there, and you got Morbius on his own
And then
out
casting
there.
the same actor, it's going to make people confused.
Yeah, and so let's bring it all together, everybody, like the Power Rangers.
Yep.
No,
That's what we need to
I
do.
don't because I don't think that many people besides like main
Casting the same actor for what role?
comic book fans.
I hope.
Morbius.
Yeah,
What-
because I guess the only other time we've seen it recently is Deadpool guy.
Who, Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds. He was also Green Lantern, but you don't see too many people like confused about
And
it.
that's DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
No, because then he eats like he jokes about it in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like, oh, you're laughing about it too.
Yeah, I guess you can do anything with Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall, so
Yeah. He's dimension hopping
I mean,
Deadpool.
yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Evans didn't.
Yeah,
touch
Human
it, but
Torch
it
and
still-
Yeah,
still works.
Also a great one, yeah.
And he was in multiple movies, yeah.
Good stuff.
There you go.
This is true.
Back to the video game news. Sony is looking for a solution, quote unquote, for PS4 crossplay woes, everybody.
Oh my god, just flip the goddamn
Yes.
Switch.
I was like, just flip the switch, man. What do you mean?
As you guys know, Xbox, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC all have been doing cross-platform for quite some time now with games like Fortnite, Sea of Thieves. You got Minecraft, and what's the car game I'm forgetting?
Rocket League.
Rocket League. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, Rocket League, and also that game, the zombie game.
Zombie game.
Yeah, one that just came out that we were playing for a little while. Never mind.
State of Decay.
State of Decay.
Oh yeah, State of Decay is cross-platform. That's right, but not. But it doesn't seem like this is Sony's deal because no matter what comes out, they seem to just be like, We're good. We don't want to do any of that.
Nah.
But they came out and had a statement saying, we're hearing it. We're looking into a lot of possibilities. You can imagine the circumstances around that affect a lot more than just one game. They're confident that a solution will be understood and accepted by our gaming community, while at the same time supporting our business. So
I just see when he read that, I just pictured a guy like staring at an instruction, like piece of paper that says flick switch when ready, and then it's just like one that says lights, and then another one says like cross platform.
Yeah,
and he's just like confused, like what do I do?
So when do we play? With all these cross-platform games, when are we gaming?
We literally just offered you one this morning, right?
Yeah, but then
not this morning, but
and you expect us to buy you whatever game we're going to play together.
I didn't say expect.
So the question is, when are you buying games that we?
Do we have instant replay on this show?
So does that mean you're buying me a game?
so I got to pull out the tape recorder.
Oh man,
that's literally what you said.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand Sony. The simplest answer is the correct one. Just give them crossplay. Give people crossplay. You're missing out on so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes no sense. I still want to see some crossplay between some of the other titles though, like Overwatch.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
FIFA. Let's get some regular sports stuff. Just easy sports things. That's
because there's no real like big differences, right? Like,
there's not
controller scheme or anything
between for basketball, football, and soccer. Yeah, there's nothing.
I mean,
the only difference is that one controller is a hell of a lot more, comfortable than the other.
They're the same,
but that's player preference.
The same.
I think it's cool when you let them mix up too, because then let people sort for themselves, where they stand in the scheme of the internet. Like on Overwatch, there's a whole competition of like, well, this peripheral's better than that peripheral. Like, find out, is PlayStation controllers really better than Xbox? Are Xbox players better? Like, we've been talking about that forever.
Yeah, for quite a long time, quite a long time. So I mean, I feel, I don't know, because what system? I think it was a 360. I can't remember what system I had where I had to use a Xbox style controller. It's nothing that I owned. It was at a friend's house. I had to use an Xbox style controller just to play the games because I'm like, it just feels better.
Feels
for me.
right.
Yeah. I literally went out today and picked up a wired Xbox One controller just so I could play games on my PC with it.
Wired Xbox One.
Are you going back to PC gaming a little bit?
No. During the Steam sale that came up, I re-downloaded Steam to see what I had, and apparently I had Resident Evil Revelations and didn't even know it. So,
oh crap!
So I started playing that because it's a little short game apparently. So I'm like, I might as well play something I've never played before. I got to know.
It's funny, like going back and playing games that you probably should have played a long ass time ago. Like I've been playing Shadows of Mordor. That game, it's amazing. I'm mad at myself for going this long without playing it because it's so fun.
No, it is. It's good.
That's kind of like Fallout 4, Skyrim.
No, those are games you just should have just played at the time that they came out. That was
I just started playing those several months ago.
Oh man,
Revelations is interesting. It's a very basic bare bones. I feel like it was a Xbox Live game type of thing.
No, it was a PS Vita.
Was it? Oh, so it was a handheld. It feels like
a handheld.
It feels like
Or no, I think it was a DS.
But it's PC only.
I'm confused.
That was always equivalent to, but why male models? No, he said, I said I got it on PC, but then he was like, I think it was a PSP or a DS game first.
Yeah,
okay. So it was on another platform or whatever.
Yeah,
It's a port for sure because it feels like a port.
They ported it over.
But I know how dated it is because all the incidences that happened is like in 2005, Raccoon City was taken out. And then this other thing was taken out in 2005 at the same time. And it's like, oh, that's what I'm playing in 2005. Okay. All right. And then it's like, no, skip the scene. You're playing in 2012. I'm like, oh, that's a time jump. Oh, whoa. I hope they know what's coming presidential-wise in the future.
Oh, no way. They had no clue.
Yeah, Nintendo 3DS.
That was a 3DS game.
Yeah, and then it looks like in 2013 it came out on the PlayStation 3, Wii U, and 360.
But why men models?
2017, it was PlayStation 4, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch also.
In chat, they're saying bring back NBA Streets for cross-platform, NBA Jam for cross-platform. Yeah, those can work. We can get some boom shakalakas going on in there. Haven't seen that in a while.
That game was fun.
Haven't seen that one in a while. And then the last story before some bang bites, a game called Boundless has been picked up by Square Enix Collective. It was an independent MMO type of game that apparently was in like alpha years and years ago, and now is, I guess, in some type of playable form now. It used to be called Urt Online. I'm probably mispronouncing
Spelling,
that.
please. Can you use it in a sentence?
OORT.
Country of origin?
I'm going to say Kazakhstan.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The man Urts with
That's
his
gross.
Oh my god.
That's
by
stop.
himself each night
That's
before
terrible.
bed.
Nope.
That's how it is. You guys don't Urt? And you don't Urt online?
Corey, go punch Aaron and say welcome to Earth.
Terrible.
Clearly, he's an alien.
Unlike,
So do you want this or that?
there you go.
That's a better.
That's like a
better one.
Swedish
Better?
version of
Okay.
it.
Way better. Thank you, Ivy.
Unlike Minecraft, it's a Earth-like. It has Earth-like environments where you can jump from different planet to planet with little portals and stuff like that. So I guess that's its big claim to fame, but it's all kind of blocky and using that voxel technology and everything like that. I'm thinking this is Sony's answer to, hey, Microsoft, we've got, we own Mojang, right?
Yeah.
We have Minecraft. Now we have our own indie
World building.
yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But it's still not going to be cross-platform, so nobody cares.
Until
So.
they flip that switch. Hashtag flip the switch.
But you can get it on Steam right now for $35 if you want to do that early access type of stuff. Booyah.
Yep.
Got a couple of bang bites.
Yeah.
Snapchat is reportedly getting games this fall.
Snapchat's
that's
still a
what they
thing?
needed.
That's still a thing, yes.
What?
It's a
That's
thing.
That's strange to me.
Ivy, what
Snap it
purpose
right
does Snapchat have for you? How many? Is there like an engaged audience? Like, why don't you just put it on Instagram stories?
Oh, for Snapchat though, I honestly I don't snap per se to everybody. It's one of the tiers for my Patreon, for my fan club.
But then what do you do
get-
on it?
You get snaps.
Yeah, but can't you just share those
I
photos?
just use all the filters.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. The
Yeah, that's
filters.
actually
that's legit.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
is
just
this,
use the fun filters. Like
isn't
right now,
Instagram
I'm
getting the
doing-
same
I'm doing
thing?
a snap right now.
What filter are you using? Please tell me it's the one with the flowers on your head.
No, that's the whole filter.
are you doing the one with the
I
cat
thought the whole
ears?
filter was the dog with the tongue thing. I thought that was
No,
the-
that's no. What is it?
First of
What's that
all,
one?
there is no such thing as a hoe filter, ladies and gentlemen.
That's because Aaron
terrible.
uses it. That's why. And
Are we
Aaron's a
trying to be
hoe.
PC?
We know this.
That's terrible. And second of all,
Ah, I'm using a kitty cat one.
I
That one.
figured that's
Yeah,
exactly
that's-
what she was using.
I'm not a Snapchat person, so I don't know what filters they have.
Yeah, I deleted that a long time
yeah,
ago.
I'm not-
Okay, I don't
I'm
know
not
if
a
you guys
spy
can
or
see
a
it.
stripper, so
There we go.
Yeah, the kid.
It's so cute.
I don't know. Do you
It's
see
cute.
Instagram is doing like a YouTube thing too now,
Yeah. So it's called IGTV.
which is a cool name.
Yeah.
IGTV,
Yeah. You
Oh,
can
for
It sounds a
Instagram?
lot like HGTV, like the Home and Gardening Network.
except
mean-
for it's an eye.
Yeah.
And I think it could be as short as 10 seconds of a video and max of 10 or 15 minutes. So it's for longer form videos on Instagram.
Yeah, watch somebody cook some ribs.
Really?
Whole 5 minutes.
You really did?
Yeah.
Why?
They cooked ribs in 5 minutes.
No, it's it's a time lapse.
Time
lapse. Oh,
thing.
okay. I was gonna say,
but I was on the
gross.
bathroom on the toilet.
Oh, so you just got caught in one of those how to
thank
make
you.
this amazing dish thing in like 5 minutes?
So
I
you're
truly
thinking
did.
of what to fill your stomach with as you evacuate.
Correct.
That's lovely.
Correct.
yeah.
You don't do that every time. I mean,
Like I've now made room. Let me
you
add.
should always be thinking, "What's next?"
Oh my god.
It's the thought. That's the thought process.
Wow.
Right there. Fortnite Battle Royale adds sandbox mode plus dual pistols. So that's already up and going live now. Whatever, you can go and duel it out with 4 people in a full open world environment that has you respawning once you get killed, so you can kind of practice.
They're having issues with it. I don't think it's live yet.
Oh, it's not live yet.
Yeah,
I saw
I
dual
think-
pistols at least.
Yeah, the stream that we were just hosting.
He had dual
these-
pistols, but I think they delayed the sandbox mode.
Ah.
People are really excited about that, though, especially top tier, higher level players, because there's no way to practice or just kind of like explore the territory or run strategies without being in a completely random test environment with 95 other people just
isn't
going
that
bananas.
that's how you're going to be anyway? That's practice right there.
I know, but just like every practice for a soccer team isn't just scrimmage. You got to run drills.
And that's why they lose. That's exactly why Portugal loses. It's exactly why Argentina loses.
Damn.
Because they don't run scrimmages and they rely on one man, Ronaldo and Messi.
But you got to do your drills. Like you got to run in the chain thing and kick. I don't know.
Exactly.
That's what this is gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah. This is what it's gonna do. Okay. I can see if they gave you a bot mode.
No, that's waste. Like, what if you just don't want bots? You just want to,
So then just give it to
practice your
person.
building. And maybe that's it. You could practice just your building without people shooting you.
Yeah, I guess
or
that.
what if I just want to create forts?
Yeah.
They have the single player one for that.
No, it's not out yet.
How's that not out still?
I don't know. I'm not a developer.
Good Lord. Quaquan.
Quaquan.
That's
He's Jamaican.
That's a Jamaican rapper. QuakeCon registration opens last Friday. It's already open, so if you haven't got your tickets, too bad.
Where is this?
I don't know. Texas?
just feels right.
Just feels like that's where QuakeCon would be. Actually, I want to say I may be right, actually. It's Dallas. Boom.
Wow.
Yes. Starts August 9th through August 12th, everybody. You can go there with a whole bunch of other sweaty PC people and play games.
When you're going to QuakeCon, you're going to get the PCest of PC players.
I saw it's a gigantic like LAN party, what it looks like. But I saw somebody do a video where they were going around and seeing who had the most porn stored on their computers.
Oh my gosh!
But here's
was it
the
like
thing.
a dream hack or something?
But here's I don't know who it was. It was a long time ago. But here's the thing. People were not ashamed whatsoever to be like, hey, check this out. I got 3 gigs right here. Like, no lie. And I was like,
Are they just trading recipes?
That's the PC. You put it on thumb drives and be like, I got the new whoever,
Oh, nice cop out there.
I don't know.
Nice way to hide your pornography. You're telling me you couldn't come up with one name one porn star.
I was going to say Jenna Jameson, but then I was like, does she even do anything anymore?
First of all, it's classic. Right?
Okay, well, there you go.
Jeez, Aaron. Way to
got that vintage.
Sorry, guys, that
reputation.
I don't have a porn star name on deck to throw out there.
We've interviewed one.
Yeah, but I didn't want to throw her out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw her out there.
She was only one for a couple
Nice
months.
save, Aaron.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama Carter.
that's
Your little boy doesn't watch anything bad.
I watch nothing but puppy dogs and butterflies.
AMSR.
On the internet.
What is it?
ASMR, that's right. And then sounds of the ocean.
Oh, it's sad.
That's all I do. Cody joins Street Fighter V and brings his mayoral pipe, which is gross. I like the little background stories that they do with some of the Street Fighter characters. Like Cody went from just being a street brawler to going to jail to now the mayor of
what a journey.
A full city. Yeah.
Is this all canon?
Yeah, it's canon. It's 100% canon.
Where do you get these stories?
You could tell by the character. Well, the character Cody was in a game before he was in Street Fighter. He was in a game called
was it the school one?
Virtual Fighter? No, it was like Fatal Fury. No,
I'll look it up. Go ahead.
So he was in a game with Guy Haggard. Where it was a beat 'em up game, kind of like Streets of Rage.
Okay.
And then they took him and they put him into a Street Fighter game with Guy and not Haggard, which is weird. And you can get all their stories from that. I'm just guessing that he went to jail for some reason because in Street Fighter 4 he was in prison clothes he had handcuffs on the whole time. But now, he's a mayor of like Haggard was, because Haggard was a mayor in the video game that he was in previously.
The game was called Final Fight.
Final Fight. Knew it. It was something with an F.
Sheldon popped it up right when he said that.
Yeah, so I mean, I kind of like those like bad or those backstories and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But is anybody playing Street Fighter still?
I haven't for a while now.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Another cool thing for video games, GTA Online is tapping into DJs to have player-run nightclubs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Have a nightclub in GTA. Go there, get your dance on, and listen to real DJs spin those tunes.
It's
That's
so insane.
pretty cool, but don't tell my sister this.
because she'll run everybody over and kill everybody in the club.
I thought she only stays at strip clubs.
Exactly.
Yeah, as long as it's not
as long as it's not a strip club, then
it'll probably be strip clubs too. But do you really want that job of coming to the stage is Misty and you're announcing a virtual stripper to come onto stage? Like, how do you tell people that? Like, oh, I'm a DJ at a virtual strip club.
That's not your job. You're not gonna be telling people that.
If Rockstar's paying you enough, it's your job.
I don't think.
Yeah.
They're not. They said they're paying.
I don't know. It's a persistent world online.
No, it's not.
It's a persistent world online, Steven. You never know. It's crazy. Destructible environments.
Okay, Aaron.
1,000 people on one map.
Yeah, he does.
Captain N running around shooting people.
Ivy, if you had to run a strip club, what would you do? What would your theme be?
Cats.
No, it would,
The
maybe
musical?
cat ears. That'd be kind of cute.
It'd be called the fur ball.
That's
Hairy ladies.
No.
everywhere.
I don't know if we're gonna entertain that idea. It would probably be around the realms of something either like belly dancer-ish, like Moroccan kind of looking, or I don't know, classy looking.
How would you keep your bitches in line?
Wow.
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 Oh, usually would be a classy place.
really. Do you have that cute?
I do have a 10-foot leather bullwhip though.
I was going to say, where are you going with that?
That was from a costume I bought one
Okay.
for my Black Queen costume.
Well, what?
All right. You're Black Queen?
Black Queen, you
You
know,
have a
Hellfire
Beyonce?
Gang.
Oh,
X-Men.
X-Men we're
Beyonce
going with.
cosplay?
Okay.
Wow.
I know where you were going with that one.
She's Queen Bee.
Let's move right along to some more
But
hip-hop
not like
news.
that.
Can you put a buffet in your strip club?
That's disgusting. I don't want any food near
Like
any.
a sushi buffet?
It already smells like fish in there. Thank you for the
God.
subscription,
You guys-
Sir
You guys need to
Kitsune.
move along.
Sir- Move right along.
He's
I
been a
couldn't even
sub.
take my glasses off. I was struggling.
Sir
I
Kitsune.
mean, it could be Pokemon themed. We were talking about
That's.
Oh.
You have your strippers dress up like Pokemon, and that's
the
terrible.
blueberry and
Yeah.
combustion
No,
on stage.
All right, we're moving along.
Hey, where's the Overwatch love in the news stories?
I mean, you can talk about it right here. We could have segued into the final one to Overwatch, but I mean,
No. This deserves to be talked about. For those people who cut out after the first act.
so there's a new character that's been announced in Overwatch. It's a hamster named Hammond, and he's in a metallic ball with guns on the side.
Yep. His name is Wrecking Ball.
Is that what they call him, Wrecking Ball, or is
Yeah.
that his actual official name?
Hammond's like his real
Wrecking
name,
Ball.
but like when you pick him and his name for all intents and purposes is like Wrecking Ball.
Okay, what is he?
He came in like a wrecking ball. Though.
ADC?
Tank.
BDSM?
He's a tank.
Okay.
His backstory takes place on the lunar colony with Winston.
So he was the one that everybody has been talking about for a long time. The thought was a monkey.
The smaller ape, yeah.
Yeah, but is not. Is
Nope.
actually okay.
They had a Hammond was actually a hamster that they gave the same treatment to. He can't talk, so he communicates through the mech, so it's like a mech voice.
Oh, interesting.
And he's a giant wrecking ball. Like he actually turns into a ball form and rolls around. He's one of his moves is like from Smite. What's the roly poly?
Jeb?
Geb, yeah. He has like a Geb move where he rolls, gets momentum, and runs into you.
Oh, so they've stolen moves. Okay.
He can, but he's got a grappling hook, so he can swing around objects like Spider-Man.
Interesting.
It's crazy. He builds
Interesting.
momentum that way. His guns are super strong. He has force fields for people. He's one of the most mobile characters. Definitely like the most mobile tank ever in this game.
Is he already out?
Oh yeah, he's on the PTR.
Oh, PTR.
So you
right
have to be a
now.
PC
Okay.
player. You have to have the PTR server. But he came out of nowhere. They teased him for like 3 days, and on the third day, they just dropped the character and all the information on PTR.
Hey, man. QuakeCon, man.
He's
They-
Overwatch Jesus.
They didn't tease it like Sombra or even Brigitte. We knew she was coming for a while. They teased her for weeks. This one, they just dropped a new character. It's pretty
Well,
cool.
okay.
It's exciting.
Exciting
When
for
that
the-
happened on Thursday, right?
Yeah, yeah. Right on Thursday.
Yeah, I remember being at work and seeing that.
Big news.
news.
Blizzard doing stuff right.
And then last ones, we had a couple on there. Crowdfunded Toe Jam and Earl game sequels finally coming out this fall. Niantic will now let other developers use their Pokemon AR platform to do their own games. And the Olympic people are seriously considering esports to join the fray.
Thank God.
Really?
Yeah, no,
For the
that's definitely not a thank God thing.
Okay.
Let's
It's about
leave-
time.
let's
South
keep it
Korea
separate.
would win. ever.
Exactly. That's the only thing that they're pulling away.
Did they say what
from.
game?
No. They're not even sure that they're going to let them in. They're just considering it.
Interesting.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Don't forget we have that competition going on. If you go to any of our social medias, mainly the Twitter right now, you can see it pinned at the top of the page where you can go and follow all the specific links and get you into to win a Nintendo Switch and the Legend of Zelda
Special edition.
Yeah. Everybody. That's right.
We went deep into our pockets for this one.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out, everybody. It's gonna end when? The end of this month?
Mid-July.
Mid-July.
Yeah.
All right, so you can have people barbecuing with the family and then tuning in to see who wins.
Oh yeah.
That's a good thing. Good thing, everybody.
Win some shit.
Yeah, that's what you'll do. All right.
I personally touched the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to clean
Special edition. That came from came from my home. I have fully fondled it.
Does that give it value?
I think it
yes.
may devalue it. Anyway, for Ivy Doom Kitty, Cory Vincent, and the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying, spay your dogs and cats.